Hello, my name is Nora, and this is my submission for the CS50 Final Project. So, I made a text based adventure game based heavily on the video game Genshin Impact as well as the board game called The Game of Life. So, while I may say they are heavily based, they're not actually the same. So, I took several concepts from those games, and here you can see as it is a text based adventure game, a lot of this game is kind of like a book. So there are a lot of text, a lot of paragraphs, but it is kind of an interactive book where you can choose where you will end up, what will happen, what happens, how much money you have, things like that based on your choices. So you are in charge of your own fate, basically, which is kind of the concept of the game of life. So let's look at the game. Let's start the game. So we will start by accessing the main project file. So this is this kind of like the tutorial, and it will teach you how to play the game. So you see those red brackets, those words in red brackets. That's where you can choose. You can choose either yes or no. And here they ask you whether you've heard of Genshin Impact before. This is just kind of like a tutorial. So if you say no, they will give you a link to Genshin Impact, which actually you don't need any information or any knowledge to play this game at all. So now let's play the game. So the first thing you see are your current ages and your current money, and then you will be able to read everything. So it's really like a book, like a story. Here you can choose where you want it to go, and there are 8 choices there in the red bracket. So I will just make it simple and choose the first one there. And if you type exactly as it is spelled, then you will get there the next you will be able to proceed, but you don't have to really care much about the capital letters or not. So again, you will be given more paths, more choices, and you can choose whatever. And then you will be given like things like quests and events, and there are several choices, and each of those choices will lead you to different endings or different more events, more paths. And there are several endings. Some of them bad, some of them good, and you can see that some of them are pretty obviously bad, like kill the pigeons over there. It doesn't seem too good. But what happens if if you type something that's not in the commands? Then you will just simply get this: I don't understand. I don't understand. So you really have to really spell or type in exactly as the commands ask for. And so, for instance, you can even get more money. You can increase your money, or you can reduce your money as well, and you can increase your age as well. So things like that change as you proceed within the game. And if you want to, after a while, if you have accumulated enough money, for instance, you can travel more, and you can choose the next destination. And for instance, some of those destinations don't really lead you anywhere, so you have to go back and choose another destination. So things like that. And you can also see that if you have chosen to travel to one destination, you cannot go back there. So the list becomes shorter and shorter. So, and as I said, we have different endings. And let's see if we can get one here. Let's see if we can get an ending. Oh yeah, so this is one example of an ending, the end there at the end. And you can see that this is actually a bad ending. If you read through it, you will see that you've actually been arrested. So there are a lot of different endings. So some that you are end up dead, some which you end up becoming wealthy or settle down with a family. So yeah, this is my game, and thank you all for listening.